Hi, welcome to Customer Mantra. This is Prasad Timaya, and today we are going to understand how Customer Mantra operates, the basic functionalities of Customer Mantra. To begin with, let us start understanding each of these buttons here on the top. Now, the moment you enter the username and password in the first screen, it'll immediately bring you to this screen where you see a list of options on the left hand side and you see a bunch of options on the right hand side as well. Now, before we get to understand this calendar, let us try and understand these small tabs that you see on the top. Now, the first one, which is BTM Center. Now, BTM Center is nothing but a location. Now, the reason this is created is, let's just say, in case if a customer has multiple outlets with one brand name, right? So these are basically, this helps you to manage your number of outlets with one single username and password. Now, for example, let's say if you have 5 centers or 7 centers, and each 7 centers has managers associated. So now when a manager logs in, the system will only allow the manager to see the data that's pertaining to that particular outlet the manager is logging in from. But as a entrepreneur or as an admin, if you log in, the system gives you an option to basically log into which particular outlet you would want to log in and view reports from those locations. So we will try and understand the reports and all those a little later, which is there on the left hand side here under reports and statistics session. But for now, just to understand that this is designed to pick up a location that you would want to monitor. So for now, I'm going to go with BTM Center, since the remaining accounts that you see here are dummy information. Right now, also you see another small orange tab here which says generic messages. Now the system has an option where you could actually set up a reminder for yourself. Now let's just say you want to contact a particular customer on 30th of March. So all that you need to do is basically set up a reminder, and when you log into the software on 30th of March, it'll give you all the reminders that you are supposed to know. So it'll basically remind you what you are supposed to do for that particular day, right? And the remaining are pretty simple. This is a appointment request which you will anyway see on this screen here. This is to manage your appointment section anyways. Now then we have a help tab here. The help tab will basically lead you to frequently asked questions. You could basically, if you have some generic questions on the product, you could click on this and that will take you to the knowledge base where you could see a step-by-step screenshot instructions along with a screenshot on how to use particular feature and whatnot. So in case if you would want to reach out to a person, either on telephone or maybe if you would want a chart, you could go with one of these options. So if you click on help and support, that'll give you all the support options we have. You could maybe send an email, or you could contact the support center by calling the toll-free number, or if you click on live chat, you'll get a small chat tool that will appear on the screen, and then you can start chatting with the support person instantly. Yeah, so that's pretty much about these functionalities I want to show you here. Now the calendar itself, when you look at it, the calendar has got multiple views. If you would want to view it by timeline view, you will see a list of employees on the left hand side, and you will also see your business hours scheduled on the right hand side, on the top, I'm sorry. Now this particular center operates from 8 a.m. in the morning to about 6 p.m. in the evening. Each hour is divided into 30-minute slots, and in case if you would want to have a 15-minute slot, you can do that as well, but usually 30 minutes works better, so we'll get back to 30-minute slot here. Right. Now also this calendar can be viewed by staff. So if you would want to see staff wise, you could do this. It's pretty much the same, except for having it vertically, you have it horizontally. Again, if you go to the type, you could basically view it by type. If you would want to monitor appointments that were pre-booked, maybe a couple of hours, a couple of days ago, you could do that here. Or if you want to book appointments for direct walk-ins, and if you want to keep a track of how many appointments I've had for the day, which were actually direct walk-ins and appointments that were scheduled in the past. So that's what it does here. Then you have another tab here which says status. It will give you an overview of your total day in terms of how many appointments were booked, how many of them were billed, and how many customers are actually waiting in the reception for the services to be done. We'll get to the details of this later, but for now, as long as we understand these, that's good enough. And then we have rooms. In certain cases, you have, let's say if we talk about spas, salons do not usually monitor the room utilization much, whereas a spa is has a different business model. Any services that is done in a spa is actually done in a therapy room. It could be a single room, it could be a couple room. So it's very important for you to know, even if you have 10 employees, rather than monitoring the utilization of an employee and then booking an appointment against an employee, it is better to monitor the utilization of a room. You may have 5 rooms and you may have 10 employees. So if you have 5 rooms, it is important that you know how the room utilization has been done for the day. So if you have 5 rooms booked, even though you have 5 additional staff, you can't take an appointment for another additional staff. So for a spa, room utilization is very important, so we also help you monitor your room utilization. These are an optional feature. If you would want, you could basically get it activated, and if you do not like it, you could just ignore it and use the timeline view, which is what is being used commonly across all the domains we have today. Right. And on the left hand side, extreme left, you see a bunch of options here. You see calendar, which is what we are in right now. And then you have direct billing. Direct billing helps you bill the customer directly. And then you have cash expenses. We'll understand each of these one by one. So I'll catch up with you during the next session where we will understand the calendar in detail. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.